Jesus Christ. God damn it! What the fuck? Shit. What the fuck? This is my left shoe. There are many like it, but this one's mine. Hey guys, welcome back to more- oh shit. I was gonna say welcome back to more Crash 2, but looks like N.Cortex wants to talk to us again.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business.
Stop breakdancing, I'm trying to talk to you. Who the fuck does that?
The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them. And this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the
Look at Crash, he's just
you?
He's just dancing around while Cortex is trying to tell him all this important shit.
You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
Okay. Well, Coco is under the surprising impression that maybe trusting the guy who created us in a mad science lab and has tried to kill us multiple times, maybe not the best idea. Speaking of Coco, hello! Here she is. Do you want Coco to join your adventure? I do, as a matter of fact. So yes, that's another cool thing about Crash Bandicoot N.Sane Trilogy, is that now you have the option, on top of playing as Crash, you can also play through all the levels as Coco if you wish. So we're gonna do exactly that. She plays exactly the same, it's basically just a skin swap. And I gotta say, I really like this new feature of the game, because I always liked Coco Bandicoot. I always thought her design was really cute. Like, it's very, you know, simple, but it's also very distinctive. Like, you're not gonna mistake her design for anything else. And it's also just very, you know, very adorable, very cute in general. I like her. She has a good design. At least she did until the PS2 era, where they decided that the best way to change up her design for a modern era was to slowly morph her into that stuck-up trashy girl you knew in high school. Because that will make the game better.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
God damn it, what were they thinking? I don't know who was responsible for that. Like, I know that maybe it was Vicarious Visions or Traveler's Tales. It's hard to say. Like, Crash Bandicoot, you know, we always associate it with Naughty Dog, because Naughty Dog had created Crash Bandicoot in the first place, but that name, that, you know, that copyright has been under so many different men throughout history that, like, it's near impossible to keep track of them all. So, whoever it was that was responsible for Coco's various design changes, fuck yourself. Shit sucked. But thankfully, we have her classic design. Okay. Thankfully, we have her classic design here, and it looks as good as ever. It looks really good in HD. Like, once again, this game still looks absolutely amazing. she has a Mario butt stomp instead of a belly flop. That's awesome. I like that. Okay. That's not tight! I said that's not tight! Come on! If this were Jack or Nathan Drake, you know, any other Naughty Dog hero, they could have just grabbed the ledge, no problem. That's an easy jump. Come on. It is kind of weird that Nathan Drake, who is ostensibly supposed to be a real guy in the real world, has much more jumping and platforming ability than these fantasy characters. That doesn't seem quite right. Something's a little off with that, I gotta say. Like Nathan Drake is able to do shit that normal humans are not supposed to be capable of doing. Like, I remember watching the Death Battle episode that was Lara Croft versus Nathan Drake, and they mentioned that Nathan Drake is able to jump farther from a standstill than anyone has ever been able to jump in the real world in history, like even from a running start. That's fucking dumb. And yet, surprisingly, our scientifically, genetically enhanced Bandicoot characters here do not have that same ability. Strange. Okay, can we please make this jump now? Jesus Christ. God damn it! What the fuck? Shit. What the fuck? There we go! God damn! Ugh, that's the worst. When you have one jump that seems functionally identical to all the other jumps you've been doing up until now, but then for some reason you just can't make it. I think part of the problem there was issue in depth perception. I think on a couple of those I was jumping like a little too close to the wall. Because you notice how it sticks out a little bit because of that crushing log trap. Yeah, I think that yeah. I think that maybe that's the problem. I was actually running into that, and that's why I kept falling. At least I'm going to assume that was the problem, because otherwise I'm very concerned for upcoming playthroughs when I'm trying to get all the secrets. Ugh. Or I could just suck. I mean, there's always that possibility. There always will be that possibility. Hey, hit the thing. God damn it. There we go. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Please don't kill me. Yeah! Too fast for you. Okay, good. Bonus game. Nice, friendly, consequence-free bonus game. That's more like it. Okay. This is going fantastically. Don't be stupid! I said don't be stupid! Damn it! Fuck. God damn it. Okay. I almost had it that time. It's the ice physics. Like, the ice physics are really weird. Because I started slowing down. Like, what fucked me up was that I started slowing down as I hit the ice there. Like, you see, I'm running at full speed. Now I'm slowing down. But now I'm speeding back up, even though I've been... I'm making excuses, but, like, I'm like... Yeah, I got nothing. Fuck it. Thank you. Get the extra life, because clearly I need those right now. I might end up doing a death counter for this LP. I mean, why not, right? Please tell me I'm in range. Just barely. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Got all them boxes. 125 boxes. Holy shit. Somehow I don't think I'm getting the gem on this one. I mean, I might. You never know. Anything back here? Any secrets? Any secrets? No? Okay. Can't blame me for trying. Whee! I made the same noise that Aku Aku just made. How about that? Okay. Have I secretly been Aku Aku this entire time? That would explain all the random noises I made whenever I fell off platforms in Banjo-Kazooie. It happened quite a lot. If I actually had some of Aku Aku's DNA in me, that would go a long way to explain the grand majority of that LP. And I missed half the boxes. That's fine. That's fine. I think that Coco always carries her laptop with her. I can't do that. Like, I understand she has an attachment to her laptop, but it's because I have an attachment to my laptop that I could never do that. I'm so scared of fucking... I'd be so scared of fucking breaking the thing. My entire life is on this goddamn machine. I can't be playing it with it like that. I mean, and I'm also too stupid to back anything up, so... Coco's probably not. Coco's probably smart enough to actually take precautions and shit. Not the case with me, though. Okay. Air crashed. A perfect run-up to a death platform makes it appear. Okay. I do not like the sound of the death platform. That sounds like something I'd very much like to avoid if that's cool. Oh, another snow level, alright. Any secrets? No, okay. Always gotta check the very back of the starting area before you head off. You never know when there might be secrets abound. There's no game where that works out better than Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze. Like, in that game, you'll almost always find something behind the starting point. Definitely appreciate that. Checkpoints, alright! Another one. Oh, actually. Yeah, got a surfboard. Like, somehow I'm just noticing this actually isn't a nice level. It just started out as one. How about that shit? Ugh. Yeah, my observation skills take a pretty significant dive whenever I'm making these LPs. What can I say, man? I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to, like, here's the thing with LPs is fuck. Here's the thing with LPs. Like, talking while playing video games does not seem very hard. Like, it does not sound like a hard thing to do in the slightest. I totally understand that. But when you actually go to do it, trying to focus on coming up with stuff to say while also focusing on what you're doing in the game and succeeding in it, a bit harder than you think it is. Because you know, even though it's two simple tasks, like, your brain is still divided between those two things. Like, your focus is still split. So, yeah. Basically what I'm trying to say is I am a god for my ability to do Let's Plays, and you should all be worshipping me for all the great work that I do. That's all. That's basically what this all comes down to. Fuck! Okay. All that being said, though, I'm kind of discovering the hard way that this is kind of a tricky game to do a Let's Play of, actually. You wouldn't think it, but it kind of is. Because, first of all, you know, it's very, very heavily gameplay focused. There's not a lot of story and cutscenes to comment on, but also, it's really good in a really... Fuck. Anyway, it's really good in a really obvious way, you know? Like, really immediately obvious. Like, I could comment on everything that makes this game good, and I kind of have. Like, the graphics, you know, the controls are pretty tight, but you can kind of tell all of that from looking at the game, you know? Like, it's very simple in its quality, so it kind of makes it hard to, you know, comment on, because there's nothing to comment on. It's just like, yeah, game's good. Fucking story over. Thanks for coming, folks. I'll be here all week. That being said, though, I guess I could mention some of the I should not have boosted there. That was actually very stupid. Can I jump? Is that a thing I can do? I kind of want to hit these. Oh, dicks. Okay. How about we not? How about we just generally not? I could probably have... Damn it. Let me jump! Let me jump up. I want to get those crates. I want them so bad. Alright, fine. I'll come back later and get those. Unless I die, which, you know, is more than likely. Ugh. But yeah, but like I was saying, I've mentioned before that, even though I have beaten all the Crash Bandicoot games, it was later in life. I haven't actually played them as a kid. I was an N64 kid growing up. I played stuff like Super Mario 64, and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and Superman 64, you know, that classic. But, but I did have a PlayStation 1. I didn't have nearly as many games for it, and I didn't play it as much, but I did have a couple games on there that I really liked back in the day. I had a couple demo discs, of course. Every PlayStation owner has to have the demo discs of a couple of good games. Some of the games I had were Mega Man X4, probably the most noteworthy, which I think is one of the best Mega Man X games, personally. And I'm fully aware that's probably just because I have nostalgia for it, but that's still a really good game. And especially the soundtrack. Like, the boss intro music in particular, like, you know, that little chime that plays, you know, after you select your stage, is fucking godlike. Like, absolutely goddamn amazing. And also the... Oh, shit, okay. You can't play as Coco in this level. That's right, because this is one of the levels where you ride the polar bear. You saw that polar bear sitting outside? How cute he was? He's gonna help us survive this level. Because he's a cute friend. He's a best friend, you might say. But yeah, Mega Man X4 was really good. I also had Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, which was I think it was the 5th Need for Speed game, and it was based entirely around Porsches. Like, every vehicle was like a different flavor of Porsche, you know, throughout all eras of history. And that was also a lot of fun back in the day. I don't know if that's considered to be in like the higher echelon of Need for Speed games. Probably not, but I had a lot of fun with it. I also had a couple of little kids games, like Blue's Clues Musical Adventure and Tigger's Honey Hunt, which, you know, if I remember, that was actually a pretty legit platformer game. So that's the thing, like, you know, we make fun of those kids' games, like the Winnie the Pooh stuff, and, you know, the fun with numbers, educational games. Like, we make fun of those kinds of games, but, you know, every single one of us has had games like that from back when they were kids that they absolutely loved. Like, everybody who makes fun, I'm just gonna say it, everybody who makes fun, everybody who's ever played video games that has made fun of those educational type games is a complete fucking hypocrite. We all had games like that we loved and probably still will love today. Like, I will proudly defend Winnie the Pooh Ready for Math and Ready for Reading as, like, gaming classics. Suitable for a gamer of any age. That game was fucking amazing. Yeah, because, like, it was an educational game, but it gave you actual rewards. Because in those games, like, in Ready for Reading, you had a treehouse, and in Ready for Math, you had a garden. Like, you had your own little spaces, and by completing each of the little educational mini-games, you got rewards that you could play with back in your space. Like, you could get, like, you know, bubble wands, and, you know, new plants for your garden. Just all kinds of cool stuff to play around with. And, like, when you're a kid, it may not seem like much now as an adult. I'm doing really badly at this, holy shit. It may not seem like much now as an adult, but back as a kid, it's like, holy shit, this is the best game ever. Like, I'm getting books and crazy, like, you know, wooden blocks and all kinds of other crazy rewards for doing these mini-games. The fucking hypest, dude. I still have that game, shit. I still have all my old Windows 98 games from back in the day. It's laying in a box in my room somewhere. Which, you know, those games are pretty much impossible to play nowadays because, you know, computers have gotten too advanced and so they can't actually play them anymore. But if I can ever, and I mean ever, find a way to get those old Windows 98 games running again, I will absolutely do videos on them. Like, no fucking question. I don't know how or what the context will be, but believe me, I will absolutely make videos on those games if I can find a way. Fucking hell. I mean, first things first, I've got to focus on getting through this video. This is not going... Jesus Christ. Okay, no more story time. No more story time. We gotta focus now. Okay. This shit. Okay. Come on, I barely touched that. Fuck you. Okay, there we go. Alright, making new ground here. Let's not get killed by the fucking orca whales. That would not be a good way to end this off. There's the crate to kill all the nitro boxes. Did I get all the crates? Oh, fuck! Just barely missed two. Alright. Well, that'll have to wait for another time.
Hey, come on! Stand up! 9, 8,